Hey, what's going on everybody? FullFrontage here. Today bringing y'all a Clash mini video, and in today's video we're going to be going over the Fisherman and the Swordsman. Now, Clash Mini did post this tweet out yesterday at the time I'm recording this, or today at the time I'm recording this video, yesterday when you see it, that the Fisherman's 3rd star ability will now strike 9 times instead of 8 times. But honestly, that's not the problem with the Swordsman. A couple things throw me off about the Swordsman. So in this video, I'm going to show you one deck with the Swordsman where we win, and then another where we lose with it, because you can see the extreme differences of what it looks like when you win with it versus what it looks like when you lose with it. And I'm pretty sure when we won with it, we got it to 3 stars, but this specific strategy that we're doing is with the Giant Skeleton and the Golden Giant, and getting the Golden Giant to that 1-star ability where he heals when he's stunned, and then obviously with the Fisherman striking friendlies, it'll kick off that healing process for the Golden Giant, and then dealing damage to your own Giant Skeleton to make it die quicker in the front line. It's an interesting strategy, but also the World Champion is just really good with the bounce, so depending on the deck you're playing against, you probably have a good chance to win anyway. But I think the bigger problem with the Swordsman is first off, the 3rd star ability striking friendlies. I see the concept that they're going for with it, and we're showcasing it in this deck that you're seeing on screen right now, and it's really made to strike enemy. Like, I don't see the purpose of it striking allies outside of this specific instance where it's beneficial for the Swordsman to hit the Giant Skeleton so that it dies quicker, but your Giant Skeleton's in the front line, so by the time the Swordsman gets his super, because it takes 5 energy to get it, I feel like the Giant Skeleton's already dead, and it doesn't feel like it's useful. And then anything else that moves forward, your Swordsman is going to strike it and just give you lower health, like if the Lumberjack moves forward, or the World Champion has to move forward, or anything of that nature. It just feels wrong and out of place in my opinion. So that's the first part, and the second part is the Swordsman is pretty low in HP. It caps at 8 HP. I think the base HP needs to be like 6 or 7 and have it at least level up that way, or keep it at 5 and then do a +2 per increase, because if you look at all the 2 elixir mini melee minis, then they all increase by either 2 or 3 for 2 elixir. So the Swordsman is very different in that regard, so I don't really know how that's gonna work. It just doesn't feel right to me. So those are my kind of first impression issues with the Swordsman, and maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it's actually a good unit or a good mini, but based off of what I'm seeing now, and it sounds like what you guys, the community, are seeing, it feels weak. It feels weak, and in my opinion, it might end up being the weakest mini in the game. Like, it doesn't feel good. Because again, outside of that 3rd star ability, the 3rd star ability is basically useless unless you have a Giant Skeleton or a Golden Giant. If you have that, then the 3rd star ability, unless it's near absolutely nothing, there's no point in upgrading to it, and in which case, having that extra life per upgrade does not make any sense whatsoever. So I feel like it just really struggles. And then if you have a Shield Maiden, if you're using it with the Shield Maiden, or if you're going against a Shield Maiden, then its strike is just going to kill it, because it has so little health, especially if it strikes 8 times. Its max HP is 8, so if it's only focused onto a Shield Maiden, you're dead. Like, it's just instantly over. Like, it does nothing. So it just feels really bad. Like right here, we'll see this, and we see it goes to the Shield Maiden, so it's getting its health, it's doing what it needs to do, like, right? It's surviving, and then here it goes, it's going to do its strike, but it's hitting the Shield Maiden, and then it just kills itself. It didn't even kill the Giant Skeleton before it died. It just killed itself because it was attacking a Shield Maiden. So that's what I mean, like, it's Shield Maiden specifically, but most of the time it's not even going to kill the Giant Skeleton before it goes down. And at that point, the Giant Skeleton will just die when it dies, and you kind of want it to survive a little bit longer, because you want it to tank. It's meant to be a frontline tank, because it also has a death bomb, and the Swordsman just doesn't feel right, especially when attacking allies or for the amount of health it has. So that's kind of the biggest issue that I have with the Swordsman. And then in this next game, we'll talk about the Fisherman, which I think is one of the best of the minis that we've seen. So out of the 4 minis that we have, the Fisherman is definitely the best one, and we're going to see this coming up in this next match as we go down 3-0 here to Enchantin. I'm also going to leave Enchantin's link to his channel in the description below if you want to check it out. Shout out to Enchantin for playing some games with me. And in this one, we are using the Barbarian King. So, played some matches with this deck. I think this deck is going to be the best Barbarian King deck. Like, you think the current one is really good with the all 2 Elixir, or one with the Prince, or one with the Lumberjack and Dark Goblin. This one is going to be pretty much like that. So for this first map, we pull in the Shield Maiden. He does have the anti-heal on the Wizard, but the Knight is going to be able to take it down quick enough. So now the anti-heal is going to run out, and our Barbarian King is going to be able to survive a lot longer. Plus, the Iron Fist to increase the attack damage. Really good, especially when going up against Shield Maidens. So that'll be the first round over to us with this. Now with the Fisherman, there are a couple things that you need to note. So the first ability is that it's going to get a +3 stun. Second ability is that it goes in a plus shape. And then the third ability is for each mini it pulls in, it gets a 40% speed increase, which is attack speed increase, which is quite a bit. If you are able to, if you happen to pull all 5, it is very, very, very strong. If you don't pull anything, the Fisherman is still very strong. It does in a 3x3 across, and then the plus is the plus. But even if you don't pull anything, the Fisherman is still really good. It has a base HP of 10. It does 2 damage per attack. So it's still a pretty good unit, and especially with the Iron Fist, it has 3 damage per attack. So if you are even able to get like 1 or 2 with that 3rd star ability, and the Iron Fist pops, you're going to be dealing faster attacks, and you're going to be dealing 3 damage per attack. So the Fisherman is really good, and then paired with the Valkyrie, it is just way better. So right here we have the plus upgrade, and we have the Valkyrie, and so this way anything that we pull in, the Valkyrie will automatically start swinging. So getting the Fisherman, we sold the Knight there, upgraded the Fisherman, and then grabbed this Valkyrie. So we don't pull anything there, but having the Valkyrie at 2 stars with that 1st star ability and that 3rd star ability is really, really good. And if your opponent doesn't have the Wizard for anti-heal, if you happen to roll a 3-star Valkyrie and you're not, and nothing else feels like it would be viable for you to put in, then the 3-star Valkyrie is a big, big upgrade, especially when they don't have that Wizard with anti-heal. So just keep that in mind. So right here we go for the boast. We see the 2-star Fisherman, we have the 2-star Valkyrie. And I don't remember what I did in this moment. I don't remember if I upgraded the Valkyrie to 3 stars. No, I just rerolled and then threw the Wizard into the opposite corner from where I'm playing the Fisherman, because if the Fisherman pulls anything and the Wizard is further away, and if they don't have an Archer, like look at the Valkyrie right here at 2 stars. We get the stun with the Fisherman, and the Valkyrie has that clash, which gives her the speed increase right at the start, and then the faster spinning up to 10 attacks. So when it gets to that 10th attack, she's going to be spinning really fast because the clash is going to last for so long, and then the speed increase on top of that. So the Valkyrie can start to attack really, really fast. And then right here, I think I went for the 3-star Valkyrie. I sold the Wizard, then I went with the Knight, I went with 3-star Valkyrie, and then I threw the Witch down on the second row because he does have the Minor. I also switched the places here to the opposite side because I realized that I want the Valkyrie onto the healing tile, because if she gets pulled in like this, then she's going to be able to heal quicker, and even with the anti-heal from the Wizard, the Valkyrie just takes it down so quickly that the anti-heal is going to wear off, and then the boast will come into effect by the time she takes down this Golden Giant, and she'll be able to heal up some more health and then come to the front line to support and get everything through with that damage. So Valkyrie is a pretty good unit when compared with the Fisherman, because even on the defensive side, if they don't pull anything in with the Fisherman, then the Valkyrie will 1-up and it'll still deal damage to the front line. If they have a Fisherman and pull your Valkyrie in, then you're going to be able to do a lot of backline damage, especially with those 2-star abilities, the first one and that third one. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more content, and don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more sneak peeks. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.